This is a scene I took a picture of like this really like with foggy at night. I like the lighting and kind of maybe seems spooky a little bit, but I like just like how these buses are lit and kind of like the thick atmosphere of it. So let's try to see if we can capture this, the lighting of it and the feeling of this. So okay, I want these buses, the lighting of these to be the main focus. All right. I'm gonna kind of approach this maybe a little abstractly at first, where I'm going to kind of I want to get like the whole feeling of it. I'm probably paint around the buses and just get the shape and color of everything else, leaving the buses and then coming back and getting those. So I want that light to feel like it's lit up here. There's like some greens and kind of oranges flood from the light. Get pretty opaque too. It starts to get darker away from the light source. I'm just kind of not even really working on like the light and shadow of the objects and things. I'm just kind of getting the essence of what is going on in this piece, the lighting, the color, the feeling and mood of it overall. Start to get a little bit more cool and blue as we get away from that and darker. And get more atmosphere, it feels a little more gray. That we could even go more blue and lighter. Maybe a little darker in the foreground, left side. Maybe a little more blue, a little cooler. Yeah, that street, as it gets closer, like it's illuminated, it's definitely warmer. Smaller brush. All right, and there's some fall off, so as you get further away from the light, it does get darker. So, so like that, if I kind of make this brighter. And it's layering a little bit. I don't necessarily care so much about like the foreground or the trees and what the shapes are. Those are just kind of supporting actors, and I can kind of play with those, have fun, and do whatever with that. But I feel that like I'm starting to get the essence of feeling of this piece. Maybe I haven't added in that light yet, but yeah. So let's get these buses blocked in, and I'm going to kind of take out as if the windows aren't there, and just kind of go for the value and color of the bus of the buses. I'll add the windows in later for the detail. I'm just going for that side. I'll put that highlight back into it, the top lid highlight of the bus. That's gonna be the fun part. And then the yellow, the bus. And it kind of gradates as it gets further away. Actually, kind of dark and even more muted. Might graze out as it goes a little bit away and gets even more lighter. It's saturated towards the light. There you go. Okay. Let's let's get the get them grounded. The windows and then the highlights, and I think we're quite good. Well, I guess I need to do a little more background. We got a lot of it. Wheels, not black, but they're pretty dark, right? We can kind of up the contrast a little bit of these, and I guess we could get the windows in because that's kind of the same color too. Back needs to be a little darker than what it was. And maybe cooler because of not getting hit by the light. Yeah, casting back. Go back with more details in there a bit. Look at the windows in the bus. Gouache. Back of the bus is all dark. You can go even darker and more cool as it gets back here. Is it the exact amount of windows? Probably not. Just kind of going the essence of what that bus looks like. Stop sign. Yeah, I think we got kind of everything blocked in there. At least now we can kind of fun to get some of the shadows of the trees. Back conveniently, like has some pretty cool stepping up through that there. And we can go brighter. Closer to the light. Little highlights and brighter leaves. And it gets pretty saturated. Kind of not like the center is white and it gets saturated and it kind of that creates that blooming, right? We want to try to get that as that feeling of that bloom pretty saturated. It's just as we get I'm over painting it because I'm going to put the white in the middle. I want to get it really bright, saturated in that like that edge. And get that, getting it go around. It feels like it's blooming out. And then we'll hit up hot with the white. Right? Keep going. A little hotter or more saturated right there. And actually pretty bright saturation along the top of this that we get. Get that down as we're building up the lights. Right? Yeah, there's even some over here. What's that? There's a little especially where stuff hits that. Helps it pop out. Okay, let's move next level brightness. We're gonna get almost white. Really opaque. Let's hit that. There we go. And we'll hit like there's a highlight right here. All right, catch a little bit up there. I want to get some of the light on the ground and get some separation in the shadow um, of that. So try to do that now. So there we go. We can get some of it underneath the bus. Getting on the ground as we get closer to the light source. It's going to be right over here, so you can kind of play up these lights right there. It's kind of fun. I obviously took out the house back there, but maybe we can do kind of build up some of the background behind it. Maybe see there's a little tree there, so that have it be more blue. It'd be kind of fun. Again, like the focal point's pretty obvious. It's already kind of working. Because of the resolution. I've resolved a lot more of the focal point, and everything else is gonna be just kind of loose. But that's working. Favor. Could have put the house in there, but didn't really bother me. I kind of took out the sign because I don't want that to kind of cover my, like there's like a stop sign right here. It's not really helping my composition. I can maybe kind of get like a curve or foreground element that can be kind of nice. Up here, just kind of pulling the composition this way. Something like that, kind of zigzag into it. And then maybe the pole. And I'm gonna have to have it be behind them because I placed it. It's so bright that I kind of get the highlights on there, so it feels small details to get that kind of cool. Pretty bright, not quite white, but my eraser brush and get little thin lines and those details. I think we'll call it good. Kind of like this. And there, down. Try to get like a little more into that stop sign. It's kind of a fun little thing. Maybe I don't know. Maybe this line is kind of harsh. Let's break it up a little bit. Yeah, add some to get other grasses or themes or I don't know what's there, but I have it be so such a sharp, harsh straight line, but it softens out a little bit. Anyway, there we go. I think that's kind of a fun little scene. There we go.